Alright everyone, how you doing? I'm Unruly and welcome back to Unruly Horror. This is what I bought this month for March 2022. Yes, I did miss March. But I don't know if I've said, but my mum was in hospital for the end of February to nearly the middle of March, and she's still very ill. And I'm her carer, and it's my job to look after her. So I've been busy. Like, literally, she couldn't walk for 2 weeks straight. I had to physically do everything. And, you know, next thing I know, it's April, and I've missed the video. Got a bit of a tickle in my chest. So yeah, I'm so sorry guys, I've never missed a video since I started doing this. I just want to apologise, but I can't help what happens in my professional life as a carer, so I just hope you understand. It wasn't my intention to not post. Like the videos, the last 2 videos I posted, she was in hospital. That's why I was in the sitting room. It's because I could talk as much as I want. I could talk loudly, and she's back. And I've been so busy. It is like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I've had to quickly find time and stay up to do this video because I needed to do it. So I'm so sorry that my life is crazy. That's all I can say. Anyway, we've got a lot of films this month. Well, last month, but shh. So we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12 films. Yeah, I went overboard. But you know what? I visited South Shields and I bought 4 horror films from there, and I don't regret it. So anyway, film number 1. I'll start with the Blu-rays. Final Destination 3D. If I remember correctly, this is the 4th Final Destination film, just before the Final Destination. And the thing I like about this is I got lucky with this month's selection. I got extra stuff. So this isn't just Final Destination 3D. It is 2D and 3D version. You get 3D glasses with the Final Destination logo on, and you get a copy of the 3D and 2D version. That is amazing. That is absolutely fantastic. Just put the glasses back in. Damn it. I can't wait to watch this in 3D. I really can't. That's going to be awesome. Next up, Purana 3D. And again, just like Final Destination, you get a 3D and a 2D version with 3D glasses. That is amazing. Oh, bloody hell. I forgot how tricky these are. There we go. I remember when this came out. I'm stuttering again. Sorry, it's been a while. I remember when this came out and I thought this was a fantastic... I didn't see it, but I seen it on the trailer of a few films and thought, this looks good. So I can't wait to dig into it. I'm going a bit fast, yes. It's late. I've got a lot of films to cover, and I can't go into detail like I normally do. I just want to apologise once again, because I am so sorry. I want to do a proper video like I used to, and I don't want to let you guys down. Next up, Underground. What's that stone doing on there? Underground. I haven't really read, I haven't seen this, but it says you can run but you can't hide. A group of friends fight for their lives as they find themselves at the mercy of ravenous creatures lurking beneath the Earth's surface. The gruesome monstrosities, which have been genetically engineered by the military to be expendable in battle, set about to dispatch the group one by one. Hey, you know what? That doesn't sound so bad. I'm actually looking forward to seeing that. It sounds familiar, like something I've seen on the horror channel before, but I'll have to wait and find out. In the last horror film, you know what? I've been teasing this ever since September. I said I was going to buy this, and I forgot. But I've got it on Blu-ray. It's Cabin Fever 3. Fuck me hand. Sorry, I injured my hand today. Bruise number 1. Bruise number 10. Yeah. I've been teasing this one because I said I was going to get it in like September when I got Cabin Fever 2. But Cabin Fever 2 was such a bad film. I didn't really want to buy number 3. And I seen this on the Blu-ray section and I thought I might as well get it and see how it is. I haven't seen it yet. Am I thinking it's going to be a good film? Not after number 2. Let's see what it says though. A bachelor party cruise ship unexpectedly runs ashore on Medical Research Island and a deadly virus is unleashed. When the group of friends start to show symptoms of a vicious flesh-eating disease, the countdown is on to find a way to survive before the deadly outbreak consumes them all. As the chaos escalates, a mysterious and surprising unaffected stranger claims to hold the key to their escape. Will the terrified group survive, or will this chance encounter lead them to the ultimate demise? Sounds better than number 2. Hands down. Get the Blu-rays together. Okay, now onto the DVDs. I'll start with the films I have seen before. So, coming in, the first DVD, The Dyatlov Pass Incident. I watched this about 5 days ago. I've heard about this film a long time, since 2016. And I've heard it's one of the best found footage films out there. I watched it. I enjoyed it. It was a bit disappointing. Don't you dare fall over, bottle of water. There we go. Put you over there. As I was saying, it's a bit disappointing with some of the CGI at the end. It's more like it's out of a video game than it is a film. Some of the story is a bit weak, but generally I thought it was an okay film. But it does have its low points. But it's enjoyable. I would say it's enjoyable. It's a found footage film. And I'd recommend it. I'd say the only way you can actually get a good feeling of the film is to buy it yourself. So go ahead and get it. Where am I putting you? Everything, everywhere's full. I'm in my bedroom. I have painted since the last time I was here. That's why it looks so different. Okay, I'm going to put my book on filmmaking over here. Put the DVDs down there. Okay, next up, the classic Zombieland. Do I even have to say? A group of, what do I even have to read it out? Nerdy college student Columbus has survived the plague that has turned mankind into flesh-devouring zombies. Despite being scared of just about everything, gun-toting, Twinkie-loving Tallahassee has no fear as they join forces with Wichita and Little Rock, who have also found unique ways to survive the zombie mayhem. If you haven't seen Zombieland, this came out in 2009. I think it was 2009. I remember because the year it came out, I had an art class and we had to print a screenshot of a film to draw, and my mate did a shot of Zombieland. I first watched that in 2010, same year it came out on DVD. It's a good film. I liked it. It's funny. I haven't seen number 2 yet, but I heard it is good. Okay, next up is the last of the ones I've seen. Almost the last. It's Pet Cemetery the Remake. When did this come out again? I want to say 2020, but something tells me that's wrong. 2019. I watched this last year on Netflix, and I've seen the original. I have the original on DVD. What can I say about it? It's good in a modern sense. It's good as a modern horror film. It has some aspects of the original, but most of all, it's a unique story. It has a different kid as the zombie. It shows more modern way of living, and it has more kind of tension, if you know what I mean. You know, it's based on the Stephen King book. It's a remake of the original 1980, 1990 film. Personally, I enjoy the original better. I enjoy the original film better. It's the classic. I enjoy it better. This one feels, in some ways, like it's trying too hard. That could just be me. I always say, watch the film first before you take my opinion on anything. Okay, now, apart from one I'm saving for the end, I haven't seen any of the others. So, which one will I start with? I'll go with you. So this film is The Corridor. The Corridor. I haven't seen this one yet. I only picked it up because it was £1.50. So it says, following his mother's death, Taylor suffers a nervous breakdown which results in him severing the flesh of his own childhood friends. Wow. Years later, the group of friends decide to reunite for a weekend at his late mother's country house in an attempt to rebuild friendships. Isolated deep in the snow-covered forest, they stumble upon a mysterious supernatural hallway in the middle of the woods, which seems to give them a sense of euphoria. I'm liking this already. However, it soon becomes clear that this energy force is transmitting them into something much darker as one by one they turn on each other, taking their evil to the next level. Mayhem leads to murder as it escalates into psychedelic race for sanity. I got dramatic there, didn't I, with my voice acting. I like the sound of that. I'm going to have fun watching that. Next up, we have Knuckle Bones. Not much of a blurb, a synopsis, not a blurb, at the back. It says, when a group of friends stumble across an ancient dice game, their first instinct is to roll them bones. Their second instinct is to run for their lives whilst the demon they summoned by playing the game starts killing them off one by one. That is not a bad way to get me interested. Wow. It sounds good, but at the same time it sounds like a B movie. Like a very low budget film. Just have to wait and see. Next up, Mother's Day. Now, I have to say, this is one of the films I got because there's so many names attached at the end. I'll just tell you. From the director of Saw 2, 3 and 4, it stars Rebecca De Monroy, Jamie King and Deborah Ann Woll. There's some pretty good names. After a bank robbery goes seriously wrong, three sadistic, bloodthirsty criminal brothers find themselves on the run. Their childhood home seems to lie the safest place. But a few things have changed. Their mother has been evicted, and the house is now occupied by a young couple and their birthday guests. Taken hostage by their new owners, and friends are forced to endure a night of blood-drenched hell. Because mother's coming home to roost, and her maternal instincts involve extreme torture and a taste for terror. I like the sound of that. I really do. Ooh, I'm going to enjoy watching you. Okay. Next up, as you know, I've been collecting a series of films. I've been collecting the Friday the 13th films and the Halloween films. Well, next up, I'm continuing it. Friday the 13th. No, it's not. It's Freddy vs. Jason. Freddy vs. Jason is a classic, if not mediocre, horror film that sees Freddy and Jason put against each other. I first heard about this when I was like 10, but I never watched it. I'll just give you the blurb. Nearly made a mistake. Get ready for the ultimate showdown. It's been nearly 10 years since Freddy from the Nightmare on Elm Street series invaded people's dreams to exact his deadly form of revenge and murder, but now his memory has been ended and erased by a town determined to put an end to the Freddy once and for all. Until this, Freddy resurrects Jason, the equally ironic madman from the Friday the 13th films. Jason is the perfect means to an end for Freddy once again, to install fear instead of a regime of terror. Now that sounds good. I will say, this film I haven't seen, but I've heard a lot about it. And this means I've only got one film left for the Friday the 13th series. And I can't wait to finally finish it. And last but not least, I'm finishing up the Halloween series with Halloween Kills. I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it. So I'm just going to say I've got Halloween Kills. Because I know some people haven't seen it. So I'm just going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day.